We will be moving on with this race shortly here. But yeah, this matchup is looking really tight, and it was a thrill to watch yesterday. And here we go, we're off. Finnii will need the classic controller.
Yes, love to see it. No better way to speedrun than by use of the classic controller. Absolute necessity. Don't know why anybody else would elect to use any other controller besides the classic controller. Just it's classic for a reason.
I mean, the classic controller Pro that has like the handle grips is fine, but like the normal classic controller that's just kind of looks like a like a oval is pretty unsightly and also uncomfortable in the hands.
It is confirmed Dry Blocks is not classic enough, perhaps not playing enough Nintendo Entertainment System or Super Nintendo back in the day to get used to the oval unsightly controllers.
Unfortunate. I mean, even when I play NES, I do piano, like my hands on top of the controller, A and B, like pointer and middle. Uh, Older consoles aside, Zhilkan here with a nice latitude skip, and Finnee's gonna match it. Both of them into the castle, getting ready for the lobby backwards long jump.
All right, Zilkan already having that couple second advantage over Finnii because they are playing on Japanese as opposed to Finnee's English gameplay. Looks like he's going to be capitalizing on that lead as he is first through the door, but going to be second into Dark World.
Yeah, it's just especially in the early game, these really tiny differences are going to make up, and especially like the English versus Japanese. English text is actually faster in this game, contrary to popular belief. Japanese is faster due to some other reasons as opposed to text boxes like they would be in other games. So the Bowser fight's going to look a little bit different here in terms of timings there, and Finnee's now taking the lead here, pretty massively due to a mishap on Zilkan's side during these Dark World Reds.
While it has absolutely no part in the gameplay whatsoever, I gotta say it's probably due to the camera angle here. We are getting a very nice 90-degree view here of Finnee's side face and earbud, as Zilkan is just going head on right now. Finnii just probably doesn't even want us to know what he's thinking or what's going on, just only letting us know the side of the face. We'll talk to the face, as Zilkan is just very serious and trying to, like, just keep riding that momentum for the last race.
Indeed, it's the intimidation factor, perhaps. Side of Zhilkan. Finnii really clean throw. That's very, very fast. Zhilkan gonna be going with a bit of a slower one spin there. And Finnii with the English faster text box is only 2 as opposed to 3. And yeah, Finnii came out of the winner's bracket. He has ran through the entire playoffs without dropping a set, so he has come into this best of 5 with a 1 race advantage. So like if Zhilkan won, some people might call it a bracket reset.
So unlike in Super Smash Brothers tournaments where where the loser would have to win twice, we've just made it a best of 5 by giving Finnii a 1-game advantage. You know, makes it a little more efficient.
Alright, Finnee's cannonless looking like texture. There it is. Successful.
Going for the Mario Cam setup on the way down. I've only seen a few people ever attempt it that way, but got it very easily, and Zilkan also nailing the texture setup.
Yeah, it's a small lag reduction. I think it's pretty sketchy personally, just the way that your control stick angle might get messed up there, but he's comfortable with it, and it worked out for him. Nice fence stutter to get the double jump up there, and the double jump owless to boot. There we go. Zhilkan not quite able to get that same fence fall, and now he's bonked on the wall. Gonna have to go for the triple jump owless. Just bleeding a little bit of time over, and now it's turning into a lot of time as he fails the triple jump owless.
This time Zilkan able to get the friendly bounce over into the cage as we see Finnii getting into the wild blue, and he's going to be exiting out of Womp's Fortress with a 4-2X. Incredible.
Yeah, significant amount ahead of Zhilkan. Even if they both did get cannonless first try, we can see that be a point of contention in some races. Zhilkan's going to be having a pretty significant time deficit here into the basement. Finnii touching the basement door at 4:45. We'll get a number on that shortly.
Now I'm not too familiar with Finney's strats here, but I'm going to assume that in a race format, he might be attempting regular pillarless as opposed to Tama pillarless, but let's see what they pull out here. Nope, they're going for Tama.
Oh, and the setup looks good. He's onto the pyramid as long as he can. Oh, very, very fast. Wow, that's incredible. That was a beautiful pillarless from Finnii, and Zhilkan around 20 seconds behind entering basement. We'll see if he can match that pillarless. That was very, very clean. That clip was very nice. Yeah, as you mentioned, Zhilkan going for the standard plus setup as opposed to the slightly faster Tama plus. And his clip, not quite as instant, but it will get the job done. It's better than missing the trick as a whole.
How foolish of me to assume that Finney would not go for Tama pillarless. When you've got a personal best of 1459, honestly, at that point, you're just probably going for what makes you comfortable at that point. You've already grinded so many hours worth of practice into certain strats. I mean, what's the point of even switching it up for safety's sake? If you've been doing that most of the time, it's just probably the safer option.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I talk about it all the time, especially in the earlier races where we saw a lot of people do some strats I didn't think they were very comfortable with. It's because, like, a part of doing these races is knowing your backups and your slower strats if you're going to use them and making sure that they are practiced as well. And Finney not needing those slower strats, especially in the grand finals here. Into the volcano as Zhilkan snags his top of the pyramid star.
Nice pole skip movement there from Finney, getting the volcano star out of the way first. Finney is just feeling really confident right now.
Absolutely flying. Zhilkan opting to go for the big bully star first. We'll see if he can get the ground pound kill. There it is. Really nice side hop from Finney, especially that Mario cam at the end there. Grabbing the ledge.
Finney constantly checking over on the stream. Not sure if they are paying attention to the race or if they are perhaps trying to interact with chat while competing. Oh, as Zhilkan takes a booty burn.
Yeah, that is not going to work out well for him. That side hop setup was not good the first time. He rectifies the issue the second time. Red's looking comfortable for Finney. Zhilkan opting for a slightly different strat. Going for a lava boost here. Now he's missed a red coin. Gonna have to lose a little bit of time here. And Finney's out of lethal lava land with an 8:23. Zhilkan still has one more star to go.
Finney continuing to go on a low 15 pace right now in this first match. Truly incredible.
Yeah, I really want to emphasize that this is not just better than Zhilkan's right now. This is like a very good run from him, and he's happy to be on this pace right now, especially in the grand finals. To me, that's indicative of his confidence and his ability to move the red man right now, and that's what you need to do.
I wonder what the fastest time we've ever seen on the Cool Cat Gang is. I believe the fastest time, if it still holds up, was a 15:18 that Green Sweegie got in a race last year against Slip. And Finney, it's way too early to call, but if they keep up this pace with no major catastrophes, they could be potentially on par to flirting with the race record.
Indeed, that would be very, very exciting to see. Zhilkan did opt for the easier elevator star in the volcano, but he's into Hazy Maze Cube now. Let's see if he can match the triple box jump that Finney got first try. He's not able to. His second try is good though. Maneuvers himself onto the island of the swimming beast of the cavern.
Saren let us know that Slippery Nip is actually now the holder of the race record with a 15:15 in the tournament. Holy moly. Oh, as we see Zhilkan, as he talks to Toad, still having dust in the wind, but because time froze for a moment while talking to Toad, it was right in front of his butt, so maybe Zhilkan just had to exfoliate some extra gas that might be holding his Mario back a little bit, so maybe we'll be seeing a little bit faster here in HMC.
Yeah, that would be good to see. I mean, it's important to get rid of any extra weight that you may be holding in your pants or otherwise in your body. Finnii now going to be looking to grab this greasy little bunny that we know and love, or hate,
Oh,
and the bunny is incredibly greased. The Crisco coming out on the side of Mips, and he's grabbed him with the slide back up, but that's a place that Zhilkan can kind of capitalize on and get a little bit of time back to try to claw his way back into the race. Double jump wall kick, Mips clip is not good. Gonna have to just go for the standard crouch clip. And again, like, not the cleanest Mips from Finnii there. So Zhilkan looking to capitalize on this, get a little bit faster time. And depending on what we see in these next few minutes here will be very telling. No
playing
chip
it
clip from Finnii.
Zhilkan playing it a little safer, going for the full-on dive as opposed to the punch grab does pay out, gets the early Mips grab already through the door. See if they're able to get the wall kick into the 30-star door. Not quite, unfortunately, now having to talk to the door.
And his crouch clips aren't lining up for him as well. He's finally made it through the door just as Finnii makes it out of Dire Docks and is going to be entering Bowser into Fire Sea.
Finnii and Zhilkan now separated by one good old-fashioned swim session here. Still pretty much anybody's game, but we're going to have to see some slip-ups from Finnii if Zhilkan's to catch up. It looks like he ain't slipping anytime soon with that good-looking pole glitch. Unfortunately, with the ledge grab there, is going to be missing out on any opportunity for ultimate, but let's see if they are able to still get early cycle.
Yeah, they're not even going to need the wall kick ledge grab. That's still pretty nice. And yeah, just gonna go for the standard left side finishing movement. Yeah, Waterman, getting your first early cycle in Fire Sea is very, very nice. Good feeling indeed. Let's see if Zhilkan can... He's going for the no pole glitch early cycle strat here, which I suppose could have matched Finnii due to his ledge grab earlier. But now it's too slow for that. Finnii's throw does connect.
Alright, just getting past the bullies. He's really going to have to... Oh, there it goes. Not getting any side flips to fall, is going to be settling for a normal cycle as Finnii is now looking ecstatic right now in their video feed as they're getting ready for the backwards long jumps.
Ultimate cycle style finish by Zhilkan as he enters his Fire Sea throw, but all eyes are on the left side of the screen right now as Finnii moves his way up towards the 50-star door BLJ.
Oh my god. Instant.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Near instant BLJs again from Finnii.
Wow, those are the best BLJs I've seen in a long time. That was absolutely incredible. Let's see how he can close out this run.
Even with a clean bits, Finnii is still potentially on a 15-1x pace here.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane to witness this. I mean, you see 16s and 17s in these tournament races here, and the moving right side is good. The triple jump elevator cycle not quite in the cards for him, but he's chilling right now. The Goomba's in a good position as well.
Zhilkan might be able to get this first BLJ through the door. Not sure. It did look like they're losing their speed, and they're probably about to be backing out. Oh.
Finally. Alright, there's one for Finnii. That's two.
Missing the regrab on the tail. No matter, Finnii is still going to be taking game one with a commanding 15-2x here in the grand finals. Oh my goodness.
Wow. That that is an incredible performance in a race. I cannot overstate. Finney is in his element right now. He is absolutely freaking out as well in the webcam. He is just as shocked as we are. And he's just got to win one more race now at this point, right? Because he has that winner's bracket advantage. So this has got to be a great weight lifted off his shoulders. Now, he can't let up necessarily. Zhilkan is still a formidable opponent, and he can't get lazy, but he can be a little more at ease, so to speak.
Now, I've said this before in other races, but I'll tell you what, Drive Blocks, it's got to be the flow. Finnii is rocking a very killer banging hairstyle right now. Just look at the flow going across the head. Honestly, if Finnii's gonna walk away with this the victor, it's got to be the hair. Zhilkan may need to quickly take a bathroom break, go get some gel, and spike up that hair if he wants to compete with the flow.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Hairstyle is important. I mean, just depending on the way that it interacts with the forehead geometry of the gamer. I mean, it could fall down to the eyes potentially if it's not placed properly. There's a lot that goes into speed running, both just the hairstyles and things like that. So it's very important to know, and I'm glad that Westdog can see what real gaming looks like.
As we see Zhilkan and Finnii both interacting in the chat, exchanging GGs, but Zhilkan also throwing out, quote, "How the F am I supposed to play against that?" It's true. Finnii's race time was 12 seconds faster than Zhilkan's PB, so how does one compete with that? You just got to move faster.
Yeah, and I talk about it all the time. Like, if these runners play at their peaks, right, and like BLJs goes well for them, things like that, Finnii beats Zhilkan. It's pretty simple. I mean, Finnii has not dropped a race the entirety of these playoffs, and I think his group stage was perfect as well. It's actually insane. But Zhilkan, take your advice. Fair enough.
Reverse 3-0 coming. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Zhilkan hyping us up. The script has already been written. This is how the drama unfolds. Get ready, guys. We're about to see the most epic Mario gameplay of all time.
Yeah, there's three more. No, he needs the classic controller, guys. Come on.
Oh my god. Finnii electing to not play with the classic controller, but the GameCube controller. My god. I think we gotta tag on an extra minute worth of handicap to Finnii there for deciding to opt out of optimal controller strats.
Agreed. I mean, to me, it's incredibly unnatural to have the B button be below A, right? And you kind of have to roll your thumb to the side as opposed to using the entirety of the finger to do rollouts like you would on an N64 controller. Does not make very much sense to me how people play on this suboptimal control method. But you know, Finnii, he's winning the race with it and potentially the tournament. So I'm not one to judge. I have a mere 17. So.
Well, apparently the real secret here to getting that sub 17 drive blocks is to apparently play the using the NES Duck Hunt gun, according to Kai. That's the controller that Zhilkan has been running on, and look at what it's done for him wondrously. A 1534 PB with a 16 race time using only a gun. It might be frowned upon as we are a little more sensitive to gamers having guns nowadays, but you know what? It's a classic for a reason.
That's true, and I mean, you got to think about the technology that goes into that to be able to get those inputs into your emulator there. I mean, it's absolutely a wonder of technology. The community surrounding this game has truly done great things for the inclusivity and diversity of all different ways that people want to play the game. Isn't the Roku game controller like an actual thing? Like, I feel like that was a thing. Like, I know Amazon released a games controller for their Fire Sticks, but I feel like Roku also might have done something like that.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I honestly do not. I'm not all too familiar with Roku technology, so might need to have our good friend Google give us the answer on that one.
It's me, Mario.
All right, as we see Zhilkan looking like they're fired up, ready to go here for race number 2, as Finnii is just now booting up the Wii.
Does
I
not
wonder,
look like Roku has a gaming controller, although their remote does look shockingly similar to the Wii remote, so...
Sag, Roku's missing out on some great opportunities there.
Oh no, this is a gaming remote. It's got A and B down at the bottom instead of 1 and 2 as a Wii remote would do. This is interesting. You could play 2D games, I suppose. This is quite the development in the gaming world. But let's look at Zhilkan develop his race time here, looking towards this Lakitu skip.
Great A segue, love it.
Thank you, thank you. His BLJ is good first try. Let's see if Finnii can match it. We do have a slight desync here. Obviously, Zhilkan is a little bit ahead of Finnii in regards to like the actual stream, so we're gonna get that rectified shortly, probably after the pipe entrance of the fight. But regardless, both Dark World Reds looking good so far.
Oh my goodness, Zhilkan not getting the dive, but punching his way off the edge, was just able to get the ledge grab to save his booty there. Kind of a Monka-esque moment there, but Finnii having the dive with ease and is still cruising their way through Dark World. It ain't over until they get past these final wall kicks with the Goombas on guard, and Finnii's going to have a cleaner entry up there.
Wow, the double firsties. Wow, that was beautiful ending to that song.
And here we are now, pause champion for synchronicity incoming, as Finnii got the side flip Bowser grab there.
Yeah, that side flip Bowser grab saves quite a bit of time over the standard entire one spin throw, so he's gonna come out on top.
Yeah, as it goes to show Finnii literally taking the lead after a single Bowser throw. Just the little things that count in a race are truly astounding.
Yeah, and I mean, last race, like, obviously Zhilkan can stay competitive with Finnii, especially if Finnii makes some mistakes in the late game, but Zhilkan needs to maintain his positioning and stay competitive right now, because we saw his first mistake, missed Owlus, and that was a lot, and that does a lot for your mental too, especially I'm assuming that he's keeping up with the status of the race and watching the stream, so it's going to mean a lot to him to be able to have a cleaner early game than he did last time. And as I say it, he's fallen off. His Owlus first try is good, but it was a backup star as he just fell off the slope there onto that lower slope downwards, and that's going to cost him a little bit of time over Finnii, who's already in the lead, and now he's going for his double jump Owlus again, and it doesn't connect actually, so Zhilkan's got an opportunity here.
getting double jump on the second go-around for Finnii as Zhilkan now connects on Cannonless.
Yeah, Finney still has a lead here, of course. They both have Wild Blue left to grab. Only about 4 to 5 second difference. We'll see if this star can change that number a little bit. I don't think so, but... Yeah, nice finish from both players there.
Oh, as Finnii decides to go into the right door of the basement. One of the oh my God, Zhilkan both going in the right door. What is up with those with this right door madness? Who goes in right doors? Just my sense of direction is being completely thrown off here. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
It does lose a frame, doesn't it? Or maybe not on key doors, but on normal double doors. Entering one door as opposed to the other loses a frame. Regardless, that frame is not going to make much of a difference as both players going for the plus setups that we saw last time. Zhilkan opting for the standard, and both make it first try.
Co-commentator missing out on a chance to call it the door frame there, but we will take with what we got there as both have got pillarless successfuls on the first try. Finnii getting Tama yet again, not quite able to get the fast movement as their jumping was eaten in the sand. Might be able to save Zhilkan a little bit of time here if he can get the first frame jump but dies in the pit.
Just no rollout coming out from Zhilkan. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake, and small things like that can cost you a death in a stage like Shifting Sandland, and it did. So that's going to be a pretty solid deficit from... And now he's gone too far left, and the Shy Guy manipulation does not go through for him, and his SSL is looking incredibly slow at the moment. He's gotten up onto the top of the pyramid, but this is not good.
Some people, this stage is referred to as Shifting Sagland, and that is absolutely showing here for Zhilkan. The Fly Guy was not putting up with any of his nonsense. You absolutely hate to see it, but maybe third time is a charm here as he goes for it one final time as Finnii's now in LLL.
Alright, the bird is grabbed here from Zhilkan, and Finnii's lava boost is good. Let's see how these pole skips go, and there it is. Nice double jump kicks.
Didn't quite get the dive up there, but was able to back it up with a jump kick. Great reflexes there from Finnii as Zhilkan now makes their way to LLL.
Yeah, Finnii just one lava boost star ahead, and we'll see a divergence in star orders, of course. Finnii now going for the logless. The angle is good for him, and Zhilkan taking some extra burns here on the bully star. If he burns one more time, then he's dead, and there it is.
Caster's manifestation right there. One more booty burn for Zhilkan.
Yeah, that long jump over to the bully platform, it's very hard to make if you don't have the existing momentum from a long jump chain across that spinning volcano platform. It's not possible to build up that speed just running around on that platform as we saw Zhilkan attempt, and now Finnii bully star is quite good. And now 2 stars ahead.
Maybe, oh my goodness, Zhilkan almost punched their way off of the platform but was able to save it. It's funny, yeah, you talk about existing momentum. I never even thought about that backup, and it's now reminds me, it's a little sad to not see any major ROM hack players play vanilla Mario 64 because you see ROM hack players all the time having to chain together long jumps in order to get to certain stars and certain platforms, something you never really see a vanilla player complete. So maybe one of these days we'll see that crossover legend, but as I'm talking about legends, we might be seeing a legendary meltdown from Zhilkan as he dies yet again.
A meltdown indeed. The denim and synthetic fibers in Mario's overalls. I'm not sure on the exact composition of his fibers, but a lot of it is burned and potentially melted here in Lethal Lava Land. Gonna have to equip a new pair to attempt the trick again. Yeah, this is quite the meltdown from Zhilkan here in the basement of Mario 64, unfortunately. And now Finnee's going into Hazy Maze Cave for his second star here. He's got this Toad and one more, and he'll be on his way to Nips. And Zhilkan now continuing to burn himself in this red coin maze, and he is very much out of the element.
Here we go!
All right, love to see the peaceful talks there from Toad, on Finnee's part. Just being able to keep the peace and acquire the star there. Just goes to show what little acts of kindness can do for you guys.
Indeed, I mean, if you're on pace and you punch Toad on the face and you're just trying to get out of the place, it's not going to go well for you. You're losing a lot of time due to the violence involved with that whole procedure. And Zhilkan finally going to be getting out of LLL, but Finnii is going to be getting out of HMC at the same time. And not only is Zhilkan significantly behind, but if he starts playing perfectly again, it's not going to be enough. If it's about Finnii making another mistake, it's not about Zhilkan going back to playing like he wants to. And that's what worries me about this time difference, is it's really major.
And not only was Finnii out of HMC well before Zhilkan, but they were out at a 10-1X. I want to say it was a 10-16, 10-17 exit there from Finnii. So still, once again, on a potential low 15x pace here. 15-0x, 15-1x, still a possibility here for Finnii.
Yeah, this man is absolutely gaming right now. He's definitely on pace to beat Zhilkan's PB again, and to quote Zhilkan from after last race, how do you play against that? It's incredibly tough. I mean, Finnii is gaming right now. There is no other term for the activities that we are witnessing on our screens in front of us.
Here we go!
Alright, as Finnee's now about to make their way into Fire Sea. Zhilkan's got one last star to work with in HMC. Finnii just missed out on Ultimate Cycle last go-around with a ledge grab after wall kicking up the elevator. Let's see if maybe try 2, he might be able to get Ultimate this go-around. No ledge grab there, looking good. Zhilkan missed on left side and now has to back it up.
Yeah, Finnee's Fire Sea looking really good. The side flip doesn't connect, and now he's got to go for a side flip wall kick ledge grab here. He does still barely manage to get the early cycle, but no side flip comes out for the potential ultimate here in race 2. Zhilkan's double jump wall kick Nips clip does not work out, goes for the crouch clip as Finnii is finishing up his Fire Sea fight with an extremely commanding lead, and he's feeling good right now. The deal has nearly been sealed as he goes upstairs for the backwards long jumps.
Now let's see if Finnii is able to connect on instant BLJs yet again as Zhilkan electing to just continuously play it safe, going for the back sub approach, not wanting to try to save a couple seconds on front sub. Gotta respect that. Oh my
Finnee's
goodness.
BLJs. This can't be allowed.
There's a reason why this kid is a 14 runner here at Dry Blocks, and it just goes to show in the BLJs alone. Let's see if he can connect yet again on the infinite staircase, and does. Oh, not quite.
And the fact that he's able to back it up that quickly and catch on the stairs again, like, to me, that's a sign of a very skilled player. When you mess up, you can get back into it quickly, and Finnii does. It's just an incredibly consistent performance from him all race. It's been a joy to watch as Zhilkan here finishes up his normal cycle fire seat with the ultimate style movement that we saw last race.
Alright, let's see if Finnii will connect on moving right side. Oh! Doesn't get enough spacing for the wall kick and takes a tumble down. Does connect on the left side as Zhilkan gets the fire seat throw. Now we're going to be working their way towards BLJs, but Finnii is now just 3 throws away from taking the Grand Championship here on the Cool Cat Gang tournament. And despite missing moving right side there, dry blocks, there is still a potential for Finnii to get a 15 time in this race.
You don't see 15s very often at all here, and even in the tournament with cracked gamers like this, it's just not the consistency that you expect normally. But if he lands all the 3 throws here, it'll certainly be a legendary moment, as he will have gotten a 15 in both of his races here today to close out the grand finals. Finnii, you are a mad lad, my friend. GG.
Oh my goodness. The kid came to play and show exactly why they are built like a champion. Finnii, with the grabbing of the Grand Star, will now take the Grand Championship in grand fashion with another 15 to add to their resume here in the Cool Cat Gang tournament.
Alright, let's take a look at the right side of the screen here as Zhilkan finishes up his race. Hopping up the slope, just dives a little bit too early, not enough speed, and now he's rolled down onto the seesaw.
I don't know if I'm allowed to post a link in this chat here, but guys, I just want to make this well known right now. Look at that personal best there. Finnii with 3 eyes. 602 actually on Twitch. Finnii 602 with 3 eyes is a 1459 runner. Do you know how many of those runners are here in the Mario 64 scene? Like, let me try to do the correctly here. There's 7 total. Finnii is one of only 7 runners in this entire game to ever post a 16-star PB faster than 15 minutes. And yet I can't help but feel that there is some sort of an underlying bias with people playing on the Nintendo 64 console. We should not let this deviate from the fact that Finnii, despite playing on a Nintendo Wii Virtual Console, is still skilled enough to be able to post a 14:59 PB and look at these race times with a 15:22 and a 15:53. This kid deserves all the respect and love that one should be deserved when at this high level of Mario 64 gameplay. So please, guys, if you're not already, go do yourself a favor. Click on the link I've put in the chat right now, twitch.tv/Finnii602. Go drop them a follow. Go show them some love. Absolutely worthwhile. Need to show the love to Finnii and Zhilkan as well, as they've now closed out with a 1746.
Yeah, exclamation point racers in chat. I just tossed it in there as well. But yeah, it is good to note how strong Finnii's performance has been lately. Not just in the tournament, but in the game as a whole. It is absolutely insane to see this. And now he's won $250 of the $500 prize pool put up by Urban Arts. Thank you very much to Urban Arts indeed. This race has been incredible to watch. I mean, Finnii has just been so dominant. We're going to see if they want to play some more just to finish out the series. It's up to them.
Otherwise, we will be on deck for a while, awaiting the Suigi Benji semifinals match, if I'm not mistaken, coming up at 6 o'clock Eastern Time.
That is a match of the Titans tonight. I'm incredibly excited for that. All right, hello Zilkan.
Hello.
GG's on second place, of course, $125. That is a pretty penny, but it's not about the money, is it? How are you feeling about the tournament as a whole and this race specifically?
Well, this is my first tournament I've ever done in 16, and it was very fun. Like, I thought it was going to be more like pure nerves in the race and playing horribly. But to be honest, I'm happy with my performance. I'm happy with how Seren did everything, and I will play a tournament again.
Yeah, and now we have Finnii in here, the grand finals champion of the 16-star Open Emulator Division. Congratulations, and how do you feel about your very dominant performance throughout this entire tournament, and this match specifically, of course? Go ahead.
Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. I feel like, especially now that I get like 250s in one match, it feels great. Like, obviously, like, I've been struggling a little with like SSL and like early game, and now I was just able to pull it off, and that just feels great. Like, I was so nervous. Like, I was so nervous because I like knew there's a high chance I was gonna race Zhilkan again, and I was fucking scared. I have to say that. So yeah.
Just so you didn't have to.
All right, thank you. Yeah, this has been absolutely incredible to watch. Yeah, so first and second seed, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better matchup, really. I mean, the story between yesterday and today being the rematch of what just happened yesterday during the match, and you did say you wanted Zhilkan to come back up and fight you today in the grand finals, and he did. He kept that promise, no doubt about that.
Yeah, that's definitely like. I just felt like it would be like great matchup to race against him again. Like.
Yeah, I knew what I was going to to play against, but I didn't expect like a 15-2x, man. That was just absurd, in my opinion. The 15-5x as well, like it was an amazing performance. Although I played really bad, even the second race, I probably couldn't keep up with you, even if I played well.
Thank you very much. I didn't really see what happened to you.
In the second race, I died in Talon. I died
Oh wait, you died in LLL at Sidetop, right?
in Bully and Lockless. I died 3 times.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely.
That is. But yeah, taking a look at the bracket here, and we'll have it up on screen in a moment here. Finnii did, in fact, did not drop a single race throughout his winner's bracket run. If you look, 2-0 against Tobit, 2-0 against Ray, 2-0 against Zhilkan, and a 3-0 against Zhilkan here with that winner's bracket, 1 race advantage. So, Finnii cementing himself as not only the champion, but simply a gamer here in the Cool Cat Gang tournament. And it's absolutely been incredible to watch. I mean, and the way that Zhilkan was able to work his way through, and it was very poetic, I would say. So congratulations to both of you, of course, both walking away with over $100 of money. Not a bad prize at all for moving the red man. If either of you have anything else to say.
Yeah, what are your guys' game plans going forward? Are you going to continue on with the 16-star grind, or are you going to move on to other categories?
I've been doing some category extensions, like I've been doing 15-star and 31-star, and I would like to get better in 420-star, but I don't know.
420?
120.
Ah, what did I understood 420, okay. Then I'm probably going to be playing 120 after the exams, because now I got like a month full of exam and projects and everything of college. So I will probably take a little break and then keep up on summer. because I want the 1-3x on EMU on 120. Would be very cool.
Nice.
And yeah, that's all.
All right. Well, once again, congratulations. It's been an absolute joy to have you on today and throughout the tournament, throughout the past couple months here. And in regards to later on today, we have 6 p.m. Another playoffs match on the N64 side of this tournament. Suiji versus Benji. That's going to be an incredible matchup here at 6 p.m. So we will be heading off and hosting someone else for the moment very shortly here. But do not miss the 6 p.m. match tonight. It'll be very hype. Of course, I've been DryBlocksMan, joined by Westdog. Thank you very much for joining me in the booth today. Always a pleasure.
Oh, always a pleasure, DryBlocks. Thank you for commentating, and GG's to both Finnii and Zhilkan, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sundays, but not too hard because, of course, Suiji Benji still to come.